The weapon we needed the most. I'm afraid. Countries on lockdown. We are forced to stay at home. Thousands of people are dying every day. I'm afraid that the world literally stopped and then our lives will not be going back to normal anytime soon. All these because of an enemy we can't even see, yet so powerful that it paralyzed the world in an instant. The weapon we needed? Vaccine. But a vaccine that hasn't been developed yet. According to World Health Organization, vaccination is one of the most effective ways to prevent diseases. It helps the body's immune system to recognize and fight pathogens like bacteria and viruses that keeps us safe from the diseases they cause. Because I volunteered in an organization that pushed universal healthcare, I was exposed to a medical mission where vaccinations are being done. So because it is timely and worthy to be talked about, I chose to discuss what about vaccine. At the end of my speech, I hope you'll learn what is vaccine, including when, where, and how it was first developed, how vaccine works, and the importance of vaccine, especially during the time of a pandemic. So how do we define vaccines? Generally, a vaccine is defined as a substance that helps protect the body against certain diseases. It contains a dead or weakened version of a microbe, and the process of injecting these substances into our body is called vaccination. Vaccine was first successfully developed by an English physician named Edward Jenner in 1796, when he inoculated the skin of an 8-year-old boy with a fluid from a cowpox blister, and the boy recovered from the smallpox, which is a big problem in Europe that time. And his method became the foundation of a long history and development of vaccination. That is also why he decided to call his method vaccination, because it came from the Latin word of cowpox, vaccinia. But how do they actually work? According to an article published by publichealth.org, vaccines are made of a small parts or amount of either weakened or dead microorganism that causes certain diseases. For example, chickenpox. Then when inoculated in our body, our immune system will try to react or try to combat this small amount of microorganism that causes chickenpox. To combat these microbes, our immune system responsible for protecting our body from diseases will produce antibodies specific for that microorganism or diseases. These antibodies produced will become memory cells, and when our body became infected of the actual microorganism that caused us to have chickenpox, they will be able to recognize it and our body can react to it immediately, preventing us to be sick. A scientific article by Terry Topianen published in 2005 also noted that rashes, fever, and other side effects are normal after being vaccinated because this is a sign that our bodies are reacting to the weakened microorganism inoculated in our body. However, even though vaccines are proven to be effective, there are still people who are afraid to get themselves and their children to be vaccinated. So it is important that we should know the importance of vaccine. The Immunization Action Coalition published an article entitled Top 10 Reasons to Protect Your Children by Vaccinating, stating the different importance of vaccines and vaccination. According to them, vaccine-preventable diseases such as measles, mumps, chickenpox, and even polio are still a threat as they continue to infect children around the world, resulting to hospitalization and death. Thus, vaccine can protect children from these serious illnesses. Whenever parents decide not to vaccinate their kids, there are risks of spreading of the vaccine-preventable diseases, and they pose threat to those who have weakened immune system, such as transplant and cancer patients. And without vaccine, outbreak of diseases occur just like what's happening in the world right now. Our lives are greatly affected. Vaccines undergo long and careful reviews by scientists, doctors, and the government to make sure that they are safe. So there is no reason to be scared of it because in reality, we need it. It is our primary weapon in one of the deadliest wars we continue to fight, the war against diseases. And now our lives change a lot because the weapon we needed to defeat this newly emerged virus causing coronavirus disease or COVID-19 have not yet developed. But for now, we continue to hope to get our hands to that weapon as soon as possible. The weapon we needed the most? The vaccine for COVID-19.